Mike and Joe are in love with their truck. Everyone seems to know Maddie better than Joe. Grace Lily hasn't done ketamine in a month.
Pretty good.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you get urges. Yeah, way to go. Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube that does deep dives on shows with no depth.
Dives as deep as apparently O'Sheen dove into lake.
Real deep.
Ew.
Scuba gear deep.
Belly flop.
I'm a little nervous. I have a retraction that I need to start the show with. Maybe a few episodes ago, there was some slow-mo silliness about Joe and a truck, and maybe we all kind of shit on it and made fun of Joe. I got a truck, and I understand completely what Joe was feeling. I understand the nervousness, kind of first date jitters, like, ooh, I think this might be real kind of thing going on in your underpants.
When I pulled on the street today, he was just like slow-mo walking around his truck with no shirt on.
We
And I
weren't
was
going to
like,
talk about that.
no one's filming. He was just walking slow-mo.
Somebody was filming.
There's surveillance all around you.
Yeah.
That was for the police state.
Yeah, but listen, Joe, am I right? I don't, it's weird.
What kind of, do you guys have the same kind of truck?
No, Travis is a Ford guy.
No, she's talking about you and Joe, bro.
Oh, sorry. So Joe got a GMC. I have a Chevy.
Okay.
Same truck, different thing on front, and one thing is a little more expensive than the other thing. Maybe the guy who's on the reality TV show got the more expensive one.
I have a Ford, so we don't have a similar vehicle either.
Yeah, no. Travis has a sweet ass Ford, but it's old and big and like
07. 19 years old.
Like a 32-foot bed.
What kind of problems you got with that? Like how? Like how, did you say 16, 17?
19 years old.
19
My
years
dad
old?
bought it off the line, then I got it.
What's the last big repair you had to do?
One of my sensors went out, and I went in, and they're like, well, "Cool, we're gonna replace the sensor. If anything bad happens after that, we'll know it's that." But they replaced the sensor. Oh, this is a very small thing that I can fix myself, but I just haven't. Is my blinker? It's popped out. Like for some the mechanism that keeps it in when it goes up and down. Every time I like do a turn signal, it pops out a little bit. So after every turn signal, I just push it back in.
Oh, okay.
Nothing big,
No, this seems like nothing.
It's like a $30. It's not like these newfangled ones. To fix things, it's like a 4-part process, and it's like do this, then this, then this.
Yeah. You need a guy from MIT and a mechanic.
Yeah.
And a salesperson.
Yeah, and a credit card.
A credit card and a scheduler.
It's gonna knock on wood.
Yeah, that's a good
totally.
idea.
We were talking about a lot of
Yeah. That's America.
I'm pretty happy, and I'm sorry, Joe, and I'm sorry if I offended any truck people out there now that I'm part of your family.
I don't think that we were talking shit on trucks at all. I think we were talking shit on Joe doing a slow-mo OnlyFans looking style car wash.
Right, but now I understand.
He gets it now.
But you want to now do a slow-mo OnlyFans car wash of the truck out in front.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I'm just saying I totally understand it, and I'm not shitting on trucks. We weren't shitting on trucks, but I believe every truck person has probably done that. Travis just probably not going to admit it to us that he did that early on, because I just feel like it's a rite of passage.
Oh, I judged you for not having a truck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If we can start an OnlyFans out of it, then I'm on board. But anything else is a waste of time.
I don't know what kind of OnlyFans I'm gonna have. But anyhow, moving on.
Episode 9. We started this one off. Joe, Brad, and Michols go golfing. They go golfing.
Yeah.
Joe feels like he was being dramatic about turning 30. Huh.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you were being really dramatic. And then guess what? You woke up the next day and you were alive and nothing changed.
Yeah. I also think Joe that kind of forgot about, he finally realized like, oh shit, it's also Maddie's birthday.
Which is bonkers.
Maybe I should do something about that.
Joe, it just seems like someone who like makes a big deal out of his birthday because it's just like something to do. Like I think Joe kind of, it seems like what am I doing this week? Oh, well, that whole month I've got this, that, like these birthday activities. So now that it's over.
The theme in this episode was, okay, well now my birthday party's over. Maybe I can squeeze in a party for Maddie. But once that's done, time to think about my life.
Yeah.
And have a bar.
And instead of renting out a club like he did for his birthday, he just asked his buddy to rent his yacht. I'm pretty sure his buddy's with production. His buddy works with production.
Yeah, that's Matt from art department.
And that's how they got the
Him
yacht.
and Matt had become buddies over the years, and Matt was like, "Yeah, I'll call. There's a company that rents boats out here."
I mean, nothing really came from that real scene minus Joe's another shitty boyfriend.
Joe's getting dumber and dumber with every episode. And he was starting out real dumb.
Which is
for me.
crazy because where he started out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's a bummer.
dumb, and then you're like, "Oh, at least there's no going down from here."
Yeah.
No, maybe.
I wonder though, like, I have to believe that Joe, like, maybe he's dumb when cameras are around more so. Because I've always said that Joe's very caught up in, like, you know, how like when Maddie says something to him, he'll be like, why would you say that to me in front of all these people? Well, it's you two in a break room. No one else is in there, but obviously the cameras are in there. So I feel like he gets nervous in front of cameras because he's got to be better at life or at conversations and communication one-on-one, right? Like,
Does he?
I mean, is Maddie really dealing with this level, like this small square box of comprehension and
Imagine how peaceful your life would be if he was just stupid.
I mean, and Maddie
just didn't challenge things, just stupid, didn't have his own thoughts on anything.
and
Yeah.
then
Sounds
you
like
were
a bliss-
Maddie,
would be easier. Yeah.
right? Like, it'd be
Yeah.
way easier.
'Cause you have a
And
lot of opinions.
that's why I got myself a podcast. But also, think of you being Maddie, who's like dealing with some stuff, maybe was sick, has a recovery journey that's going on, sober thought living, DJ career that's blowing. Like, she can't deal with it. Like, she wants a companion and someone to bring her like
She wants a puppy. She wants a Labrador.
Yeah, a little Labrador puppy
Yeah.
to hang out and hype her and be her sidekick. But like, that's all. Like, she can't give you any more than that. Joe doesn't need any more. He just needs you to call and like come home. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to choose me and we're good. Joe's a pick me. You know, and Maddie picked him, and that's perfect for Maddie,
Yeah.
and it's kind of perfect for Joe. Right now, there will get to this point if Joe doesn't do anything and he just continues. Maddie will become comfortable in her career and in her success, and all of those other things will start to ease up, and then she'll start to be like, "Okay, dude, what? Right? What are we? You're still just nothing. You haven't done anything in the last few years. I didn't even realize it. You know."
I have decided that Joe's honestly his best bet, especially if he wants to stay in Maddie's life. I think he should become her manager.
I do too. I really
You
do.
thought that too?
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, because he clearly just wants to be with her and hang out.
Yeah.
And I think that she's actually fine right now with the, like, he's tagging along. He's like her hype dancer and like all that stuff. But as her career progresses, it's going to get harder. And Joe can't just be along for the ride. He needs to be calling ahead and making sure that there's this, that, and the other in her trailer, that they got these seats that they want on the plane, that like, that's the only way that she's not going to get totally just blown out by him. Like, just like,
I mean,
what do you do? You do nothing.
It's crazy that y'all both thought that minutes after we called him so stupid.
Yeah.
So dumb. Like, that's what maybe he needs that. But if he can't even plan her birthday party.
I know. I know.
Like,
I know.
like if I'm her, I'm like, no, I don't want Joe to do that.
Well, totally. But I mean, for him, it's his only shot at being of service to her, to where like, and not getting a real job, you know?
Joe's proven that he drops the ball or like skull the balloons.
No, you're
as we
totally
should say.
right. When
He
he
saved him this time.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
I know. Okay, I won't jump ahead because like know that's part of the boat thing.
Listen, I'm gonna assume this is totally true because it's such a great story. Who's LeBron James guy? His manager? They started the company.
Rich Paul? No.
Rich Paul. Apparently, Rich Paul and LeBron James grew up together. They're friends growing up. They were always like, "Oh man, when I make you, can be my manager." Yeah, cool. They made it. Rich Paul was his manager and was like, I think he went to LeBron James one day and was like, "Yo, dude, I don't know what the I'm doing. I think I need to go like get a degree, like and go to college or go to law, like whatever managers do. I gotta go step aside
Hey,
and
that's
do that."
3 in like 5 seconds. Like, it's a lot.
Say more.
No.
I think he came to him and was like, "Listen, I'm in over my head here. I think I need to go to school and learn whatever managers learn and like do this right." And I think LeBron paid for it, and he went and did that, and he graduated, and now he's Rich Paul. He's like literally LeBron James or not, one of the biggest agents around.
Okay.
I'm not saying Joe's going to do that.
Okay.
That being
Cool.
said,
I love that. Okay.
I'm not saying.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Joe's going to do that or that Maddie can afford that or that Maddie would gamble on that. That being said, I think they had bigger dreams, and there's a lot that Joe could learn in a year of dumbing it up. You know what I mean? And of learning how do you get free ice at the whatever at the what's it place? Remember where did they get
what's
it?
an XLR? Those kind of things.
Yeah, sort of. Also, what Joe's maybe good at is taking care of Maddie. So if he can kind of separate, because that's a tough thing to do, is be your partner's agent or manager or whatever. If he can separate, like, no, my job as a manager is to take care of my client, and right now this is my client, but also be like the same way he is where he takes care of her, he might be good at it, and he might become good at it.
Yeah.
And if he becomes good at it, that could be a lot of money that she doesn't have to pay somebody else, and that's staying in the family.
Yeah.
And that he's making, and it could. I agree. I think that could be a thing. Would it work? Would Joe be good at it? I don't know.
Yeah, it would be good for him. He would have to really want to excel at it, and he doesn't want to be anyone's bitch, especially like in front of people and whatever. So like it could be problematic. But what I think he should do is if she's not paying someone else to do this, I would assume that position, I don't know, what's like an average, like $150K a year or something, and then he spends 40-ish K on an assistant. So he's got someone go get the water, go get the this, make sure the green M&Ms are pulled out, like all that bullshit, like he could get out of. But still, I don't know. I just think it would be a good handoff. But I don't know how well he would be with negotiating anything for her. So I think it'd be like a tour manager, not so much a career manager.
Right.
Unless he suddenly got good at.
Well, listen, I don't know who
striking deals.
She has a man. The guy she met with is her manager, who was like, "Listen,
right.
we got the Punta Cana deal back." I don't foresee Joe taking that guy's job.
Yeah, no, that's not.
So yeah, maybe it's a tour manager.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we Charleston montage into a night of Republic service at Republic, and Mia rolls deep. Mia rolled in with like 15 girls,
So cute.
unannounced.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I thought I'm like, this scene was so dumb. And even Lake being so silly these last few episodes, this seemed even too silly for Lake. I was like, and I don't know if I'm buying this one.
I buy it because she doesn't really feel that way about, oh, you're not Beyonce. Well, this isn't, this is Republic in Charleston, South Carolina. Like, you're not trying to get into Hyde.
That's what I'm saying.
A decade ago, or like whenever that, I can't even, God, it's probably longer than that now. But like, yeah, it's not like the club of all clubs. There's always plenty of space in there. Every time we kind of go by there or see the inside, there's plenty of stuff. She just doesn't want to do anything for Mia. She doesn't like Mia. And Mia walking in there that way and not working there anymore and looking like she does and having the confidence that she does, Lake just immediately is like irritated by that. And it's just, I hope that she like watches any of this and is just like, this is, I didn't look good here. Like, I'm throwing around weight that like is sort of embarrassing because this isn't.
I mean, Mia threw around the same weight. I used to work here. I used to run that door. I used to run she threw it right back at her, didn't she?
But to say like, this is ridiculous. I've worked here before. I know it's never a big deal. Yeah. You always just find a table, put them at the table. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't buy, like, it was such a stupid beef. It was so silly. It was such a like, I don't know. It was such a Lake, like nobody bought into it. Like, it was only Lake being a baby about it. Yeah. Everyone was like, no, it's fine, dude. It's fine. Everyone, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It was totally fine. They brought him back. They're like, you're in this back corner. The camera pans around. There's like 4 empty booths.
Yeah.
Which like I get could be booked at any half hour of the night. But like, I don't know. It seems so dumb.
But do you think that Lake would agree to make herself look like an idiot?
I don't know.
I think we got to all remember Lake's what, 23?
Yeah. So if someone just says to her, hey, you should.
She's working at a hottest probably club in Charleston, maybe. at 23. I don't know, but like in her own head, that's big. This is big. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was an idiot when I was 23. So
Not me.
oh, I doubt. Okay. Cool,
I think I'm just so disappointed in myself for like I can't remember the last time that I was so wrong about a character. Like Lake was literally like she was in my top 2.
I mean, you were wrong about Bailey and Mia, but
no, Bailey and Mia, not at all. Lake definitely. I just thought she was cool, and she's so uncool. She's so uncool.
Listen,
I think it's the same thing that happened with Michols. We both were like, "Oh, look at them," and then they keep doing stupid shit, and you're like, "Yeah." Remember, they're really young.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They're really young, and they haven't.
And I always thought that Lake was ahead of the game in that, just how she would kind of call some things out before. I'm like, oh, she just gets it. And she's also rich and a little bit, she's like, also, I don't know if she's gay or bisexual, but like just seems to have a little bit more worldly knowledge and like she just has she's further along than I think a lot of people her age are. Same with Michols. He's got this huge job and he's only 12. And then you see them act like actually their age and you're totally floored by it. And yeah, but I've never gotten someone so wrong before. Or maybe I've never like flipped on someone this quickly.
I think it's because her childlike confidence came off as wisdom in the beginning.
I think that you're right. I think that is.
Like she was just so confident in the way she did it and how she approached things. And you're like, oh, okay, no. You're just swinging for the fences. You're just really confident about it. Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Or she just is confident, and all those things that we thought were like real and true and still are, but because she's so young, when you give her a shove, she's not quite sure how to recover.
She's not grounded.
Yeah, so she kind of freaks out.
I have no idea if this has anything to do with it, but she might have had the confidence before because she was super tight with her dad. And then whatever she did last year got her dad's panties in a ruffle because he doesn't want her to be personal on television. And now her dad's kind of shunned her a little bit. Yeah. Not like you're out, but like I don't think they have that relationship. And maybe a lot of her confidence came from that like masculine like friendship and like support system from her dad. And now she's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I think Shannon Fall said that. In the commies, but if it wasn't Shannon, somebody would said that. But I think it was Shannon that was like, I think that basically she's a little shook because it didn't quite work out the way they thought, or the way she thought.
Yeah,
Michols is so good at ghosting people in real life, in IRL.
Yeah,
and I kind of just love how Maddie or Emmy just doesn't
get it.
She doesn't get why people don't talk to her.
No.
Mm-mm.
She's like, what? I thought
She's a full head case. She's a full Looney Tune.
Oh,
full blown.
She typed her novel and texted to Mike. If you have to scroll up multiple times in your own text message, stop.
Yeah. I just sent a text to Harris because he's done this for me before, but I don't know. He hasn't responded, so he might just be working today. But I just asked him to send me like a short voice note of like the latest debacle of the text between Emmy and Brad and the hotel concierge and Leva and whatever. So we'll see if he gets back to me because I got a little lost in the sauce on like where we're at now. Like obviously all those texts happened before, all that shit happened before, all from last season. But it seems like something new has arisen and it's gotten by me.
What do you mean?
Like there's more to it. I think she also apparently went down to the hotel lobby and like told the hotel like concierge or the front desk that she felt unsafe, which is like, it was bad enough to say it to people around town about Brad, but to say it, to like go down and try to maybe get him like removed from the hotel. If I'm understanding it right. That's why I asked Harris to send me like a.
It does seem strange that I think the concierge, the little thing in the hotel room, what do you call those things where you can order the food?
A phone?
The phone, right. Can't you? Doesn't the concierge have one of those too? Like, if you were scared for your life or what, why would you walk out of your hotel room down to the concierge, past the man who's trying to kill you, and be like, "Excuse me, the guy that I stalking my."
I don't know if that seems crazy. Like, you're in New York. If someone calls you saying there's a disturbance, so someone they're probably going to call the cops real quick. And
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a lot bigger thing, which I
Yeah.
feel like we would have heard about.
I mean, no, like, well, yeah, I haven't heard anything about that, but I've like this thing happened, like something else happened. I should have looked into it before, and I just.
All right, well, let's move on from that last scene. Michaels is ghosting, is just not talking to Emmy.
Which I love that Michaels isn't talking to Emmy because you Emmy, but I don't love it I can't indulge in it as much as I want to because he gets off so much on icing people out that like I'm kind of irritated with Michaels still, you know? So I'm like, you're enjoying this too much and it's not letting me enjoy this idiot that I can't stand get iced out. And I'm upset.
My anger has turned into just like, I'm impressed. It's hard to just not talk to someone that's right next to you. Like I just
it's pretty good, and I'm fine with it with Emmy. Like, I'm like that's the only person. Like, because I'm with you, I'm like, okay, dude, Jesus, this is ruthless.
Yeah.
Or
it's just annoying because it's just like now it's like a Michael's trait to me. You know, it's his like favorite thing to do when he wakes up is to think who he can ice out.
Right. And on a TV show, it sucks because it's a TV show.
Yeah.
But Emmy, her.
Joe brings coffee to Maddie for her birthday. Little Joe and coffee in the morning in bed.
It was smoothies.
Smoothie, sorry.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say she already got her a cup of Joe this morning.
I already gave her some Joe. Gonna follow that up with some smoothie. I can't tell if this was a fake scene or not.
God, I hope no. I hope
I
it's
kind of
not.
was like, yeah, just go with it. Go with it because this is so amazing.
I mean, Maddie's birthdayed out. This is so birthdayed out.
All she wants to do is stay in bed, Uber Eats, and watch some TV. Sounds like my kind of birthday. It's either golf or just nothing.
I felt like Joe had so many outs to go. I planned a really big thing. And all of our friends are on a boat. He had so many opportunities. And
She wouldn't have gone.
He kept doubling down.
I don't think she would have gone.
I think she would have.
Yeah, no, I think that she would have too.
Just so many opportunities. He tells her he wants to have a nice romantic day.
So it's like you're not even being honest, which you could have been because Maddie's cool. She would have been like, no, I get it. You planned this thing already. We can't leave all of our friends hanging.
If she didn't say
fine.
I'm birthdayed out and I just want to stay home, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going on a date. We're going to have super. But she just specifically said, man, the last thing I want to do is go on a boat with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I loved in her interview when she was like, I don't like a surprise. And if there's going to be a surprise, I want to be warned about it.
I want to be warned that there is one. Yeah. On top of the fact that he wasn't just honest about it because he could have been with her. It's almost like insulting that he didn't think she could handle it. On top of that, he lies and sells her a false bill of goods. Like, so not only is she going to be not too excited about what she's walking into, you're now setting her up for even more. Like
He proposed, let's go have a date.
Yeah.
Let's go on a nice romantic date.
Yeah, but like we just said, Joe's dumb. So like Joe's stuck in a
Joe,
fucking
you're too
situation right now. He's too dumb to think that fast, right? So he just has to stick. The easiest thing for Joe is stick to plan.
I think
Stick
the
to plan.
easiest thing is the truth.
Listen, you're probably right. But in Joe's dumb mind, the easiest, he's already established the lie. Just go with the lie.
I would just think it would be smarter to not tell her you're doing something completely different that you actually know that she wants to do. So now she's going to be doubly disappointed. Not only do I have to go to this thing that I didn't want to do, now I thought I'm going on a romantic canoe, which canoes are romantic. I never knew that, but it clearly she found the romance in it and was happy to do that. And then, well, I'll let you get there.
Let's cut to the yacht. Let's see everyone cut to the yacht. Another theme party.
God,
Pirates.
Is anyone done with themes yet? Like, is anyone like had their limit?
At this point, we're just rehashing themes. Like this is the third pirate party we've seen this season of Bravo.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
On multiple shows. Like,
Yeah, I want to know each person's budget. How much they're actually spending on all these costumes.
but also Joe.
Oh, I don't think we're there yet, buddy.
All right, sorry.
I mean, Mia was confused on why Lake was upset. Obviously, yeah, I think we all were.
Listen.
Yeah. What did she say? This girl is so mad all the time. I've never seen someone so mad all the time about nothing.
Yeah. And then it just kept cutting to all everyone, Brad, Emmy, seems like everyone knew that a pirate themed drunken thing on a boat was a bad idea for Maddie's party.
Yeah.
Joe didn't.
Literally
That's what I'm saying. You
everyone.
guys think he's going to be a good manager. I don't think he is.
No. He's not going to be. It's. I just want to highlight for him, if he could do it, this would be, he should just do that. Because I don't.
You can say that about anyone doing anything.
No, I know.
If they were good at being something.
No, that's true.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
this is not
We
me.
have big news. I mean, we skipped right over it.
What?
Big news. We
What?
read about this a while back. I don't know if anybody believed it, but we finally got a glimpse of Allie.
Oh, I couldn't even, like, they didn't even really show her face, did they?
Who's
She
Allie?
got a profile. Exactly. You watch Vanderpump. That's James Kennedy's Allie. We got word a while back that she was moving to Charleston and coming and going to be on Southern Hospitality.
That was the one he dated after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
were
the
engaged
astrologist.
And then they broke up.
No, he was with her
Well-
on the show for a long time. The last girlfriend he had, Allie, with the dog. They moved into a house in the Studio City. Maybe there's a little grabby outside of a thing.
Raquel had the dog, and then they took the dog.
Oh, Rachel.
I gotta be bringing up old shit. Raquel took a lot of things from us,
Yeah.
okay? Allie.
Okay.
So she makes an appearance, says absolutely nothing except, "Hi, I'm Allie."
Yeah, we see the back of her, so all we can all assume is that it is the Allie we've been
No, I
told.
did a rewind to make sure, and there was a profile, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, okay.
Here we
She's
go.
Maddie's friend.
Allie has entered the chat. Apparently, yeah. I'm not sure how she got here. I think yes, you're right. Well, no,
Listen, all those, it's all set up. I remember the very first season of Summer House, there was a crossover on Vanderpump where the two twins
Yeah.
came to have, and they're like, "Oh, we know each other." No, you don't.
you don't know.
No,
They probably
you-
met at BravoCon.
Yeah. Once again, Joe has ample time walking down on the car ride. Tell Maddie what's happening.
Yeah.
Chose not to.
The canoe's behind the boat.
You know what though? I will say this: Maddie was surprised.
She was surprised.
She was surprised. She was very surprised, not in a great way, but in a way,
A surprise is a surprise.
surprise is a surprise.
Okay, I want to add something though to what you were saying about Allie, just because it was so well, to me it was funny. I don't know if it will be to the people. Let's see. So Allie knows. I would assume that Allie knows what's his name. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know why my brain is such mush. I didn't do anything all weekend. I just slept and ate takeout. Okay.
Willies too.
I like you say that on TV.
Not that kind of Willies. I did, but no. The drink, the Willies drink.
Look at how that came out on camera.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't know for sure, but I would assume that Allie met Maddie maybe through James Kennedy. Like
Perhaps.
because James Kennedy was always helping
Yeah.
Maddie, or like had a couple times where he showed up on the show and was showing her the ropes and a little mentor mentee type of deal. So maybe they met during that kind of thing. Because I think that Maddie ended up doing some tour dates with
Really?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to. Have
So
been.
that's probably what it was. And now the news, some breaking news, some of you heard it here last. Yeah, is that James Kennedy is having a baby
Oh yeah. I heard that.
with his new
He's having a
girlfriend.
baby?
It's a girlfriend of 7
Oh.
months.
Yeah.
A woman's having his baby.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you say?
They're calling it DJ Baby. Please welcome to the stage, DJ Baby. Playing his hits, wah wah and goo goo gaga.
It looks just like me, doesn't he?
Hey, it's a little me.
That's my baby.
Pow, pow, pow.
Cultural appropriation right there.
What do you mean?
Cultural appropriation of British people.
Yeah.
Real
Okay, sorry.
Joe also forgot the costume. Once
Literally the
again, not a
dumbest.
great man.
I'm going back on. I'm a trash. I don't agree with you anymore.
No,
I
I
don't
know.
think this would be a great idea. I would think it would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
What would Joe be good at? Because now I'm starting to think running a bar is a horrible idea.
Oh, you're starting to think that?
Joe,
Yeah. Listen, I don't know if I ever thought that it was a good idea, but just him running the door, like I got tricked into being like, oh yeah, that's their vibe. You got to do that. But I don't, maybe not the rest. Maybe not the running. Just is Joe just going to be a doorman forever?
I need someone to our lowest viewership is on our Soho recap, so I doubt we'll get anywhere here. But I need someone who knows Joe, is friend of a friend or whatever. Like, what do you hear about this guy? Like, who is this guy in real life? Is he badly projected? Like, is he just a very sort of severe case of like the guy you see on TV is not the guy in real life?
Right.
Because I talk shit about a lot of people, but it's not.
She does.
I do, and I enjoy that.
Me included.
But I don't like being really mean about something that like maybe you don't have any control over, you know, like because like
What are you saying?
I like to talk shit about people's choices and like if they act a certain way or if they like were rude about something. I'm saying.
Are you trying to say Joe is a special needs?
That's what I think you're going.
No, but like if he's just very low IQ, like if he's like very dumb.
Listen, here's the thing. I think we all got tricked into thinking Joe and Joey Bottles was good. Here's the thing. His job was to be a hot-looking 20-year-old doorman.
Yeah.
That was it.
And get
get random women that probably would never think they have a chance with someone like Joe. He starts talking to them and he brings them in.
We also had to
That was
remember,
it.
Joe was that kid. Who's the comedian? Matt Rife. I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen any pictures, but Matt Rife always jokes about like this just happened one day. I f***ing woke up and I was this guy. Joe is also that kid. Remember, Joe was like a weird looking kid with funky hair and then he's like, one day I kind of woke up and
Travis already like debunked that. He was like, I saw the photos.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
They showed a picture of him when he was like 9 and he was a little bit chubby. And they showed a picture of him at 12 and he even talked about it. I went to camp all the time and all the girls were after me. F*** you, Joe.
But he was weird. He wasn't a handsome. Like you weren't looking at Joe being like, oh, yeah,
I was ugly and weird. Being handsome and weird sounds like a great
We're
deal.
not talking about you,
And being
Travis.
like a 10-year-old and being a little
not
bit
talking about you,
pudgy
Emmy.
is one thing. You gotta get to 16 and be that. And then when you're 18, you get to college and you have a glow up. You gotta go through all the worst times is high school. Like if that just happened in like elementary school, like
No,
off.
in our generation, but these kids are banging in like elementary and junior high now. So by
So
high school,
progressive.
they're already like, boring. Yeah.
That was so awkward when they were like, you got me a costume though, right?
Hmm?
He's like, where was I supposed to carry it?
Yeah, and didn't he at first?
I don't know. Bring a beach bag. Bring some towels. You're going
Yeah.
in the water.
A picnic basket,
Do something.
which I like to call a pimpnic
Was
basket.
I supposed to just hold it?
But didn't he first say it's in the car? Oh, I left it in the
I
car.
left it in
Yeah.
the truck.
And then to say, where am I supposed to put it? So
It was a
Just
decision.
stumbling. Just so
you
nervous.
couldn't figure out where to put it between the car and
It wasn't.
here?
One of those things was. I don't think it was
Okay.
in the truck.
It probably wasn't in
Which
the.
is hilarious to look
Because
at the truck.
if
You're
it's
getting
in-
out and go, oh, where am I going to put that? F- it.
But also, like,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
the in the truck thing was just it was like let's in the truck. Like it's just like a little white lie to like.
And then you had to lie again to get out of it.
Yeah, because like cool. The truck's right there.
Yeah.
Dude.
No,
Just run up the thing.
They already untied him. They were moving off the dock.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well,
I saw it.
I've
Been watching a lot of Below Deck. I keep my eyes open for those
Okay,
things.
they'd already shipped off, as you might say. Well, shit. Why not just stick with the truck thing then? I left it in the truck.
This is jumping ahead, but Maddie pulls it together. Whatever she found to pull off that outfit. Good for you.
That and the whole day, like she seemed like, you know what, F it, we're doing it. I'm having a good time, and seemed like she had a really good time.
Yeah.
after
No,
all.
she did. That's what I mean. All he had to do was tell her this morning. And maybe this is just their stupid story. Because honestly, I don't even know if Joe could keep this secret.
Well, I also like in the bed. She seemed a little too smiley, and like all I want to do is lay in bed. Like it seemed like
Yeah.
it seemed a little like. Did production tell you to say this funny thing and like play a prank on Joe? Like not like
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't. I could whatever.
Who knows?
Brad tells Joe he went above and beyond. Really, Brad, don't. Why do people keep telling Joe he's doing a good job? He's not doing a good job. And people are like, man, you're crushing it right now, man.
You know, yeah, it's like my thing when people, it's like when people are like, "Oh, there's no such thing as a dumb question," and I'm like, "That we gotta stop saying that. That's not true." And it's allowing people to be dumb and ask dumb things and think that's fine. It's not fine. Don't tell Joe he's doing good because he's gonna be like, "Oh,
Crushed it.
dumb is good."
Yeah.
Yeah, his bar is not in the right spot.
Emmy and Maddie have a little beat together. And then at one point, Emmy said she's dressed as a pirate. You're not, Emmy. The last 2 theme parties, you have not. It felt like you wore the
Emmy
same thing,
doesn't-
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And just in bikini form.
yeah. Emmy doesn't quite know what's going on.
Did I miss something? Because Emmy makes a
Probably.
comment. She goes, "Me and Michols were best friends." When?
Like, I know that they were earlier on, just because they both kind of say that. I mean, Brad says the same thing about Emmy, that they were like best friends, and I don't know how they could have ever been. Did she completely change or something? Like, I've always thought that Emmy was a friggin' mess of a human being. Once you see that scene where she's got the black eyeliner, mascara, tears, that she just leaves for like a good, what felt like 4 hours, which is probably like 4 minutes, but like it was an exorbitant amount of time to just leave it like that. I can't take her seriously, but it is odd that her and Brad used to be best friends and they both say that. And Michael says the same thing. I don't know. Maybe Emmy just doesn't do well while Will is not on the show. Maybe Will has been the one that's been like translating life to her in her ear the whole time. And then when he's not there, like there's no one to translate what just happened or what you should do about this in the moment.
I mean, she's always been an idiot, though.
Yeah.
And dramatic and over, just over.
Yeah.
And Michaels did stand, like all the things he was saying, like he did do all those things. So, like, there was a time when he had her back.
Michael's kind of getting ready, packing for the trip to Punta Cana. At one point, Michael's is worried that people are going to see his junk through his swimsuit. I really don't think Michael's is too worried about that.
No, not his junk, his pepperones.
Oh, okay.
These guys right here. He's got big pepperoni nips.
Maddie FaceTimes him. Michaels agrees to have a convo with Emmy. You know, just setting up stuff for the next app.
Gotta set it up. Gotta set it up.
I wish that they would have done it before the trip because I felt like Michael's trip was too important to like leave all this stuff to happen there. Unless you just got to leave it for drama to have on the trip.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I didn't even think about that because I was later on when they do have the talk before dinner. I was like, okay, I like that. I like that they're doing this before this thing pops off. But now in hindsight, you're right. I wish they would have done it before the whole thing because it was important for him and for Maddie. This is a huge, like, we're here because of Maddie, not because of Michaels.
Yeah.
It works out that Michaels grew up here and he's going to be able to experience something. But, like, this is Maddie's thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very important for her and also conveniently for Michaels.
Yeah.
So
We'll get to that. Okay. G. Lily enters the scene.
G. Lily
enters the party
at the slushie shop.
Yeah,
G. Lily
great.
for slushies.
Grace, Lily, and Leva have a nice little convo. Has a heart to heart.
Yeah.
G. Lily is sober, so she says.
What did
I
we
know.
feel about that?
Well, I hate that we already know that she's since fallen off the wagon again
Oh yeah.
because she had a glow about her in that lunch. Like she'd been sober for a minute and had some confidence about her and the way she was talking to Leva, which all goes south, but you know.
For like a half a second. And then it quickly goes back to like, you're not listening. You're not paying attention. Leva's trying to give you some good advice and you've already made a decision before you got here. You're acting like you're hot. Like you're not.
There's
you know what I mean?
There's a talking head where she says she keeps getting urges, which is crazy. And I understand addiction's crazy, but like I understand like, oh, I really want a beer right now. I really want a cigarette. Man, that just threw me off. I need some ketamine.
I know that's such a trip, and I've never tried it, so I'm not judging anyone. But it is just like still to me, since I've never tried it, and I've only the way that I heard about it growing up was like a horse tranquilizer, you know, like it, and so like that to me will never until I try it myself. It will never compute how this is like a thing. Well, I'm open to things.
I mean,
so yeah, the urge is weird.
I love hydrocodone, so who knows?
Oh yeah, I love most everything. So she's basically there to tell Leva like, I'm doing a lot better. I wasn't honest, but I want to be honest with you. Blah, blah, blah. All good and great. I do feel like every time Leva tries to chime in, Grace kind of just goes right over that. And so
Steamrolls
it's silly. But then she says, so if I were to come back, and then they do like the record scratch, which is okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Leva has been much more staunch about people not coming back in the past, but she's not really giving that here with Grace Lily. She's saying like, are you sure you should do that? And like, maybe we should start over here.
She friend zoned her basically.
Right.
She's like, I want something more serious. And she's like, well, why don't you work on yourself a little bit?
Yeah.
That little
Yeah.
card trick you're doing was fun, right?
Yeah. Grace Lily, to me, to Republic, is what Joe really is to Republic. They give Joe a lot more like, oh, we want to open a business with you. When I just think that these two are very charactery people that you put outside your bar. They're known by the people. They're a face. They're a personality. So you don't give them a ton of responsibility. You just have them there because, like, if I'm visiting Charleston and I know Grace Lily's working the door or Joe Bradley's working the door, I'm going to go by there,
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're both just ghosting and not calling in,
Yeah.
going on tour with Maddie.
Yeah. But she needs to tell them that's all it's going to be here. Like, Joe, I love you. I love you as a friend. I've known you for however millions of years, whatever. But like, I'm not planning on going into business with you. But I think that she does see that Grace Lily is a person. No, I would like to keep her in the loop in somehow, some way. But like, she's never offered that to Mia. I don't think she's offered that to Molly. Who else has gotten booted from there? There was another girl. Didn't another girl?
She's trying to help the same way she helps Serena. Hey, maybe you could set up in one of the places one day and bring people in that way, kind of thing. Let me, I'll help you invest in you, but you're gonna do a lot of legwork, and I'll give you somewhere to promote yourself, kind of.
Yeah,
But
she's
you're not
done with
working
everybody.
for me anymore.
And she's done with all of the people, all of them. And listen, kudos to TJ. I don't like TJ, but kudos to TJ. He's the only one that took her up and did shit. Went and bought a $4,000 thing that he probably couldn't afford, and was like, fingers crossed. I get this rolly cart that I got to wheel around and make hot. Like,
he's
he
35
did the
years
thing.
old. He's an adult human of the world, and
Fine.
probably gets it a little more.
Sure, but like still scary, still a thing.
Yeah.
Like, he still might, like he still did it. Joe
Yeah.
hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Grace Lily hasn't done anything, but she has the cards. Like, Joe has nothing except his truck. Like, do something with your truck, Joe. That could be a cool thing. That could get people in. Him just washing his truck all day, shirtless.
Or
and
Joe's truck shows.
Joe's truck shows. You could be a mobile thing. Put some drinks in the back, slushy machine in the back of the truck, and like shirtless, whatever.
People could do meet and greets
That's
with
what I
Joe.
just said. Yeah,
okay.
like when they do the Sundays with the white out. Yeah, then
Joe advertises for a car wash. People pull their cars up. He's like, no, I'm just washing my car.
It's
Yeah,
just my
just
truck.
wash
I just
mine.
wash
washing
mine.
the
You
GMC. Hell yeah, dude. I think that would be great. I will watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I love that Leva is like, I'll do you if you do. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Kind of like, she'll invest in you, but you got to do something. And it's not bullshit because somebody has done something and she's fulfilled her commitment to that, So I kind of like her reacting to Maddie. I think she was like a little taken aback. I don't think she thought Maddie was going to be like, so.
Grace Lily?
I don't think she thought Grace Lily was going to be like, cool, so I've been sober 32 days. I think I'm ready to go back and work in the bars. Like, I think she was legitimately like, oh, we're doing that. Like, I thought we were just going to talk about your journey and whatnot. I think Leva's smart too. Like, clearly events are the thing right now. It's not a club. It's not the bar. It's not the sparklers. It's a thing. It's the sipping paints and it's the, let's do tarot cards. And it's an experience, right? Everything's experiential. So for Leva to turn that into maybe not Republic, but maybe we start at the slushy space and we do
Slushy and tarot seems more,
slushy and tarot day. Not even night, like afternoon. An afternoon with Grace Lily. Like, let's just chill. So I love that the gears are always turning, and she understands her business and she understands her people, and I don't know. That's what I got, and it has nothing to do with the show. That's just my personal thing. I like people who are workers.
Crazy because she's firing all cylinders. The end of the scene felt like a dig. Or Grace Lee saying, well, we haven't hung out. You know, I made an inappropriate joke about Maddie pegging Joe.
It happens.
And they didn't think it was funny. And then Grace Lily's like, yeah, well, I didn't get invited to Joe's party. You know, I didn't get invited to Maddie's.
Yeah.
And then Lev was like, oh, well, they're going out of town this week.
Yeah, they're going to put.
No, I didn't get invite there either, Leva. F you. Like what? Like what?
Why don't you write
Why
a
would I get
strongly
invited
worded
to
email?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I do think Love is an EP on this show, right? Like, so she's not totally, she's working. Like I said, she's a worker bee.
Her latest thing, Leva, after this debacle that we don't even know what it is to report it to you. I'm sure you all know anyway, so whatever. But she's now saying she doesn't even know if she's going to keep doing this because it's like it's getting to be too much. That it goes against the brand that she built. You know, like doesn't think the show is worth doing anymore for her.
Got it.
She said that this could be her last.
Hoorah.
Yeah.
Well, then the show doesn't exist without the bar, does it?
And that's the thing. So what are you supposed to do with these people?
Also,
then?
she's in like 2 scenes a year, and they're at the bar for maybe one blip. They go film one night. I don't know.
So I think what's happened, and again, if we had more of the story, but so she is basically saying, I think that she has gotten a lot of guff for why do you let these people work at your bar? Like Emmy is like such a terror. Like she's everything that you say you stand for. She is exhibiting none of those qualities. And so I think that they keep telling her, like, why do you still employ this girl who was harmful to the Black community? And Leva has had to say, like, I think on this last one that I saw just on Reddit, she says, I've said it several times. She is off of our schedule since I saw this with you all in real time. And I was kept in the dark about how long this dragged out and the way it dragged out and how ugly it all got. Having an EP credit does not mean you have power over the story edit. She wasn't protected, clearly. Leva also, I don't know if you read her stories ever.
No.
She's always leaving very important words out. Like, I don't think she proofreads is basically what I'm saying. I'm having to do a lot of like, I think this is what she meant. Because I don't know who she's saying. She wasn't protected, clearly, so at least there is that. But this matter seems highly commercialized, and I'm not okay with that either. I'm ready to get all into it with the right podcaster. Maybe that's here. Just not sure what else everyone wants done. I won't double down. The level of threats coming her way and towards the business and other stuff and other women of color on the cast who didn't double down during filming is also not okay. I draw the line at threats, but this is by no means a representation of us. I think anyone who knows us in real life or has watched me for years in the public eye, I have taken hits left and right and always stood up with my husband for what's right. But also how I'm being held responsible for NBC decisions is tough. I don't own this show. I'm an EP credit. But every year I learn this may be the last year I'm willing to do this as the cast and show malign with what we have built and stand for. Don't you mean doesn't malign? Yeah. That's what I mean. Like very key words get missing. You're like, does it malign or it doesn't? Not sure it's worth it anymore. But Emmy is off schedule. Brad does not work has not worked for us in a long time. He now throws events and he can continue to do so. So who still works there? Maybe Michols.
Joe,
maybe. Lake, maybe.
TJ,
Jordan.
no,
Like when does Sir Wiener take off to a point where he does, or maybe TJ staying there and continuing to do Sir Wiener at Republic is in his best interest. So maybe he would be a more like long-term stay. Michols maybe would, but like, you know, these kids are getting a lot of brand deals and money. And I don't know. Like,
yeah.
How do we even go back and watch the show again if Emmy is still there and Brad is still there, but she's just told us Emmy that neither of them really work there. Brad hasn't in a very long time, according to her. So like, then I guess these two better not be there when I come back next season, because I'm going to know then for sure that you're just letting people come to shoot there and not really work there.
Yeah.
Which is the whole show is like, no, we're watching kids work at a bar. I don't know how Vanderpump got away with it for as long as they did, but they totally did. Anyway, that's all I got for that until Maybe Harris chimes in.
Cut to the airport. Little talking head. Emmy's excited. Emmy's a goldfish. She has short-term memory. She's over it. We're good. Everyone's great.
Everyone's great.
We're going to Punta Cana.
Yeah.
We see him in the airplane. Michael's upgraded, sitting next to TJ, and then it showed a shot of Maddie face down, ass up, in the.
Yeah.
How tiny is she? What? Like I don't know how you get in that position in a airplane seat.
Well, they upgraded, but nonetheless,
That
was
was
pretty tiny.
Yeah.
of a
No,
person.
totally. I hate flying and I'm always like sick on them and I will do anything to like lay down and get in my own little cocoon. I have slept that way when I have a couple seats available to me.
If anyone was wondering if the producers liked or disliked Emmy, they gave you a clear answer with the taco jerk chicken thing they left in there.
Because now I'm just curious. What do you eat in the Dominican? Like,
Well, I mean, South American food. It probably has a Latin thing. I'm sure there's tacos, so that might not have been.
that's why I think it was kind of funny that they did that to her. 'Cause
It might not be called a taco, but it's
Okay.
probably like more of an empanada or like a whatever, and they call it
Okay.
something else. But jerk chicken is a Caribbean
Obviously,
thing. That's
yeah.
not it was just funny. The way that producer was kind of a dick, and
Yeah.
then the way that they left it in there is just, oh, okay, cool. So none of us are wrong. She is a and a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
So cool.
But then so was Justin kind of not a bitch.
No, but he's
what did
dumb
he say?
and funny because he was like, because I thought that too, and I rewound it and was like, shit, was this the same thing? It was totally different. His was he made, and listen, you could argue that it wasn't different.
I was gonna say because I did not know that it was very different.
I think that his thing was what the hell was his thing?
He thought they were going somewhere else. He was like, "We're going here," and they're like, "No, you're not." and he goes, "We're going to Punta Cana."
Yeah, like it just his thing was like. His thing seemed like just dumb, like DRD, dudes are dumb, kind of dumb Justin being dumb and kind of dumb charming and kind of adorable-ish. Like it read more of that to me, where the Emmy thing read as like the producer was it like, I don't know.
I felt like he was saying this because
I don't think Justin's a dick either. I think Justin's
No,
fun.
he's just dumb.
I think these producers love making all these kids look stupid when
Right.
they say things. Going, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And
No,
Emmy
100%.
just gets caught in it way more than other people.
Yeah, maybe.
I think there's a handful of people. Listen, this is going to sound, I could totally eat shit for this, but like, I think there's a handful of people in Charleston, whether if you're the Whitneys or obviously the Patricias, the Sheps, and like what was Naomi, this is all Southern charm, but like you are either from a family that is well-traveled living in the South, or you're a person living in the South who lives in the South and like are not like, I feel like I can't name them off the top of my head, but there's been a handful of times when I felt like they didn't even know what like such a normal, like somebody brings up like a smoothie ingredient that is like, obviously we live in Los Angeles, so all that shit is way pressed here, but like things I've known for 20 years and they're like, what's that? Like they've never even heard of it because it's just not all hippy dippy there. And like, you're not pushing that kind of like cultural awareness and whatever. So I think sometimes I forget like this could just be like the kids that just always kind of lived here but then didn't Justin live elsewhere?
He's lived all over the place.
So like I got nothing then. He thought that he
chased a
thought
girl
he
to
knew a lot
Australia
about
or
this.
something.
He thought he knew a lot about the Dominican Republic because he's dated some Dominican women. So he feels like he is part Dominican. And then to say what he said after that was like, nope, that's not at all what you thought it was, or like whatever it was. I can't remember, but like he just thinks he's like a Latin lover, you know? Like, oh, so you bang some Dominican hoes? Like, I don't think that counts for anything more than that.
After they land at the airport, they keep showing this photo of Michols with his grandma,
Yeah.
and everyone in the photo's smiling, and Michael just
Doing his model face.
Yeah,
Just-
he's still
just
doing like a
his
ridiculously
model
good looking. Maybe he has been trying to be a model for his whole life, and we never.
Ridiculously good looking. Listen, no, I don't want to shit on Michaels, but also when he was like, I left here when I was 8 months old. I came back when I was 3, and then again when I was 7.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like,
Earlier you said
What, bro?
going
What
to
are
see
we
where he grew
doing?
up.
What?
He sounds like he went there 3 times.
In
Yeah.
his life, yeah. And hasn't been there in 20...
13 years, you
some
said?
odd
16,
years.
13, 16 years?
How old is he? 20? Yeah, so it'd be 14, 15 years.
Came for like a week or something. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Like grandma lives here. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's great.
I'm not claiming that I live at grandma's.
Yeah.
But whatever.
We split into the villas. Did y'all catch who was in each villa? Villa 1 was Brad,
Happened
Mia,
so
Molly,
fast.
TJ, Michols, and Justin.
So the winner's villa.
Yeah, okay. Villa 2 was Maddie, Joe, Bella, Lake, and Emmy. Did I get that right? Yeah.
I don't know if you, maybe.
I did. I definitely paused and saw who went in each villa because it matters.
I feel like Maddie and Joe are always with this crew, and it is always so crazy to me because it always seems like the crowd that Brad rolls with is like so much funner, and like just like hard jokes and like really just like busting balls all the time, like. And then there's this other group, and Maddie's always with them, and like. I think Maddie just likes the underdogs. I don't think that Maddie likes to roll with the crew that all has their shit together. I think that she likes to have the most shit together out of everyone in the group. Like maybe that's her comfort zone or something because she's the star of the show. I don't know why she's hanging out at Loser Lake when she could be with the big dogs.
I got that there were 2 villas and there was a
true
main bedroom. That's what they call them now. The main
the
bedroom,
primary.
The primary. There were 2 primary. There's a primary in each one. I'm guessing TJ and Michols got that other one or something like that. Ooh,
they got something.
In Villa 1, Molly is upset about Lake and Ocean.
Not upset.
No, okay.
I think they're just like, well, I don't understand why you're mad at me or like the whole Mia thing.
The hypocrisy of it.
Yeah, like you banged this dude who had a girlfriend, and this girl just went on a date with a dude who had an ex-girlfriend. Like, yeah, I think that's, and I was, I didn't even think about it at the time. But when they said it, I was like, oh, yeah, no, that makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, Lake's just not doing her like, if I'm going to yell at someone, I've already thought about everything that they could possibly say back to me. You know, if I'm going to confront someone about something, because I'm never confronting anyone about anything when I should. So if I am, my argument is going to be airtight because like I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm going to get hit back with something. So I just don't think that Lake thinks things through very much. Like I also don't honestly see, unless she was good friends with the girl that was Ocean's girlfriend, I think it is different.
I agree.
Like even if I don't think that Mia and Jordan were friends, unless they had the same kind of, like if I knew who this girl was, I wish I knew who the girlfriend was.
In the same circle.
Yeah, then like that could be a similar thing. But as of right now, like Ocean's like a man of the world. You know, like I could see him having a girlfriend from a different country that like was here that like didn't know. Again, I could be totally wrong, but yeah, too. Exactly. So if I hear that Ocean has a girlfriend, it's not going to be the same as if I hear Travis has a girlfriend. I'm going to be like, Ocean has a girlfriend? Okay, like for tonight, you know, like I wouldn't take it seriously.
Cool.
But I don't know. Like, listen, Lake has been acting a fool, so I hope that this is all as solid as they were making it out to be. That would be, you know, that would go with my narrative.
Yeah.
But
the DJ, you got something?
Well, I had something.
Cool.
I don't know what it was.
When they're talking about everybody over there in that other place, always talking about that we're not good friends. Who's been the friends the longest? And it's like all of those people are like, we've literally known each other and we never fight. We're always in the same, we're always rolling together, never have these issues. Because they're all a little bit older. Like for the most part, Brad, Mia, like we've talked about this. There is a definite divide of like ages and like just levels of like life phases between in this cast. So I don't know what they're going to do if Leva, you know, she says, I guess in that thing that she said every year, she has an idea like this is probably going to be the last year. So she might just be one of those people that says that at the end of every season because like that's how you feel. But then you get renewed and then you're like, oh, I'm excited the show's starting back again.
I think everyone who's ever worked in TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone who's ever worked in TV at the end of the season, they're like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this.
Yeah. Again. It's one reason that like seasons, knowing that like this isn't going to last forever is the only reason anybody can work on any show, I think. Because if you were like, oh, I just do this 365 days a year, I think so many more people would have blown their brains out here than they have.
I remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
Lake went to art school and is an artist, right? She paints. Imagine if Like, imagine if she stuck to that storyline. Imagine if she was like, "No, I'm gonna be the artsy fartsy kid. I'm
Yeah.
gonna paint. I'm gonna go do artsy fartsy shit. I'm gonna go travel. I'm gonna come back and like paint about my travels and talk about why I'm painting and talk to my mom and have lunch." Like,
Yeah.
imagine if that's the route she took and occasionally got into a thing about. Like her scuffles were the other people being like, "Oh, Lake's an artist," but like you couldn't really. It didn't make any sense
Yeah.
because you're like, she's a artist. She just sold a painting for $20,000 or has a gallery thing. Like if she went that route, there's nobody on any of these shows like that.
Yeah.
The closest is what's her face on Next Gen, who throws all the weird parties.
Oh yeah.
But like there would be no artist, like there would be no painter who's just living that painter artsy fartsy lifestyle in Charleston. I would dig watching that.
No, that could be her thing. And it really, she had the perfect setup for it. And she just,
really did.
yeah, she's just, she's not committing to anything right now. She's just kind of scattered and being 12. But the reason I brought that thing up about the divide is because if now Emmy and Brad are not at Republic and the cast is already so divided in like how we're already feeling like one of these things does not belong or like these two things can't mesh, it really could be the end of it, or they would really have to revamp and recast a lot of it because it doesn't make sense. Could be an opportunity to, okay, we know what works and what doesn't. Let's get a new cast.
Or just in the city, Charleston.
In the city, Charleston. Yeah.
Kind of like Summer House, New Orleans, or whatever
In
that was.
Charleston.
The next scene, a DJ coordinator stops by to talk with Maddie and Joe. Do y'all get anything from that scene? He just pointed to the center of a place and said, "You're going to be there." And they're like, "Oh, there? Cool."
Yeah.
Great scene. Speaking of great
It's a great
scenes,
walkthrough.
Justin, FaceTime and Charlie. Y'all get anything from that?
Less than nothing, to a point where it's like, you guys really just shouldn't have had this in here at all, because she was like, "Oh, really? Like all of her responses were just like,
What time is it there?
yeah.
Already.
Is there a time difference? Oh, there might be a time difference. Like, I think you guys could have just skipped this phone call. This could have been an email. This
But
could have
that
been a
was,
text.
hey guys, we're like a minute short. Do we got anything?
put
the-
We
Yeah.
got a FaceTime.
Put the Justin
Yeah.
Charlie thing back in.
One cute thing from them arriving at that place was Michael's talking about how, like, this is not how I grew up here. This is not how I remember it. Like, we were staying in like, just little shack ass places. Nobody had a car, so my grandma would like have a friend who had a little moped come and pick us up from the airport. Like, that's what I imagined, just being so cute, like Michael's just like being on the back of a moped, of like, I don't even know this lady, but this lady says she knows my grandma,
Yeah.
so I just got on.
I hope this worked out for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. So coming back now, having a little Joe and having made something of himself a little bit, that must have been a nice feeling, But I would have liked to see some mopeds. I would like to see Michael show these kids around his hood,
Well, we still got a whole episode.
Yeah, that's true.
TJ and Justin decide to hide in the cabinet. Not really hiding in the closet, but hiding in the cabinet.
Close enough.
And what a great build up just for Brad to go, "There's someone in there." Way to go, Brad. Way to ruin that surprise.
You only do that if you want to get Emmy talking shit. And then you're like, "We just heard you, God," but it was just such a, we fit in this thing. So let's fit in it. And then,
Yeah.
and then tell
Joe-
Joe that they're in there before he even opens it. So there is no surprise. Like,
And
what
Joe's
are
a
you guys
bad
doing?
actor. Bad actor.
Yeah.
But then Michaels goes to Emmy's room. Hey,
Let's chat.
let's chat. Let's figure this out.
get this out.
Let's
Do
bury this.
before dinner.
You know what I don't want? I don't want this to go on throughout the whole trip. Let's
Makes
solve
sense.
this now.
And I think totally logical.
Totally logical.
Totally logical. Happens all the time. Resolution before dinner
Yeah.
on these types of shows is like, I can't really recall too many times where it hasn't been like that. Usually dinners are pretty calm.
Did dinners?
And then
Yeah.
Dinners are, you're being funny.
I'm trying.
facetious
Oh.
is the word.
Yeah, that would be
Facetious.
a better word.
And then we find out through a montage, Michaels has been supportive of Emmy.
I tried to say it earlier and you shut me down.
Well, it's because it's a story. We're going through the story. I don't know that as a viewer
Sorry.
until this moment.
Teasers. They're called teasers.
Except for the Brad stuff.
Stay tuned.
He's there for Emmy, except for the Brad stuff. Understandable.
Yeah, totally.
Understandable. I don't know. Just every time Emmy gets into this, I'm like, Emmy, just take the L. If you would have just taken the L a while back, none of this would be happening. You could have just shut your mouth and be like, "You're right. I f***ed up. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Let's go."
And now everyone's telling her that. Like Michael Straight was just like, just take the L. The other girl, Bella was like, yeah, dude, I think you maybe just let this one slide and maybe we forget about this and we're moving on.
Yeah.
So many people are just giving her the same piece of advice. And if you've been with us on this channel for long enough, you know that we started out pretty hot with the cuss words. And one or two people were like, you guys cuss too much. And we were like, hey, F off. And then like 12 people said it. And then like maybe 20-ish. And we were like, oh, maybe we need to look into the too much cursing. And that is mostly the problem. So she calmed it down a little bit, the blonde one. Now we don't cuss that much. So there comes a time when the same saying gets said more than 5 or 6 times, then you got to look at that.
Emmy did the only logical thing here. She went and found a black friend, and she decided to tell the black friend.
Yeah, let's
And,
see.
Question: is that girl from season 1? Did she used to date Brad? Do we know this girl?
Lucia works at Republic.
So was she a cast member early on? Do you remember a girl that had a baby and Brad was dating her and they were liked each other and I think met each other's parents?
Can't remember.
You remember
I
that?
don't think I do. I don't.
And you don't think it's the same girl? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not including this in here then because someone will be like, oh, they all look alike, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that I hate Michael so much, I hate that I'm agreeing with him in its convo.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Emmy, to me, she's reminding me so much. What?
It was.
Huh?
It was.
Oh, you assholes.
You want
Wait. Hold on.
Lucia's a popular name.
This isn't right.
That's not right.
The kid is Brad's.
No, it's not. I remember this already. It's not Brad's. I remember
In
that.
season 1 of
we
Southern
met the
Hospitality,
father. We met
Bradley
the
Carter's
father.
girlfriend.
We met the father.
The couple had a baby together, and their relationship, including their status as co-parents, was a central part of Bradley's storyline during the first season.
It was because she was trying to co-parent while she was dating Brad, and she didn't know if she wanted to
And she was still kind of seeing the dad. They were going to try to make it work.
Yep. Michael's wanted to have this combo.
Yeah.
To get it out of the way. And then he ends it. And said, let's table this for later.
Yeah.
And then to be in the middle of the convo and said, yeah, let's table this for later. Let's carry this throughout the rest of our trip.
Yeah. Michael's, I think, probably in retrospect wishes that he had done this trip a lot differently, like probably carried out, like finished that conversation. I think that maybe what happened, because this is just speculation, I don't know if he knew I'm going to have this conversation with Emmy and the rest of everyone else is going to go to dinner. Like, because they kind of yell at him like, hey, we're going to go. Doesn't Joe like yell at him, hey, we're going to go? And so then he's
hey, I'm really proud of y'all for talking. We're going to go eat.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
It was such a sweet Joe. Sweet. I really love that you guys are doing this and that. I love that you're talking, but we're going to go to dinner, so we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
So sweet.
So I felt like maybe he wasn't getting anywhere with Emmy in the conversation where he actually
That's
wanted to
kind of
get.
the vibe I got.
And was like, I just want to go.
I don't know.
I like again, it's just speculation because Michaels does seem like the guy that doesn't want to miss a party. This is supposed to be his thing and his
Wrap it
dinner.
up.
And
I don't know, like do some. I don't know. Saying let's table this didn't feel like the right move.
No, it clearly wasn't because it ruined his whole night. It ruined his whole dinner.
Yeah. Well, I also think that he wasn't getting what he thought he was going to get. He was realizing that he wasn't going to stand up for himself.
Didn't say
that. And that was a mix of like. Those mixed into him being like, everyone's at, I'm not going to say what I want. I can't say what I want. This is going to turn into a whole thing if I do. She's clearly not getting it. This didn't work out the way I thought. I'm just putting all these thoughts into his head, of course. And then I think that was when he was like, you know what? Let's table it. I don't think it was him saying, let's table it. I feel like it was him saying, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't with you anymore.
And I'm starving.
And I'm so hungry for some tacos and jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Jerk chicken tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we cut to the group dinner at the table.
Yeah. So now we're getting into episode. Are we?
No.
Oh no, we're still in
We're
this.
still
Okay.
here. We're still here.
Okay.
We're talking about the worst dates people had.
Yeah.
Apparently Molly got hit by a car on a date.
That's
She didn't
pretty bad.
explain. I don't. Is
Pretty bad date.
the person she was dating hit her? A rando hit her?
I missed this. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What happened?
It was just them
It is
entering in a
rare.
convo. Just I guess Molly asked, "Who's had the worst first date?"
Oh, okay.
And then there's a talking head. Emmy thought it was a good conversation.
Emmy thought she nailed it.
Well,
A
here's
lot of progress.
Michols wasn't talking to her. They talked. That sounds like progress to me.
Lots.
Yeah.
So imagine this. Imagine that you just had this conversation. It totally sucked, but you're like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go to dinner. I'm not getting anywhere. I need a break from this. Let's go. Then you realize, so not only like are you entering the dinner late, everyone's already doing their thing. The only 2 seats available are the 2 right across from each other and at the very end. So there's very little buffer to like, if you just want to be like, I'm just going to ignore her and like partake in what everyone else is doing. If you're in the middle across from them, you could still got 2 people on both sides if you whatever, but like you're looking down a long table. It just like, it was just awkward. And I felt like he was getting pissed in that moment because he came late. He didn't get a good seat. He's not in the mix. Everyone's already talking in the middle of conversations, doing their thing. He's bringing in some bad energy just of like, because he's not satisfied with how it went down and there's no pick me up here. He's now stuck back in the same situation with a lot of unsaid things. And he's just like
Sitting across from Emmy.
and Emmy thinks it went great. So Emmy's like, hey guys, so blah, blah, blah. Because she doesn't have any dignity.
Right.
So she doesn't have any she doesn't have it in her.
Sorry, what you want her just to be quiet and sad the whole time too?
I want Emmy to understand that like she has affected half of this cast's trip. Like half of the people at this table are the only times that they're feeling weird or uncomfortable or it's an awkward vibe here or whatever. It's like all pointed at Emmy. And she just gets to be so stupid and ding-dongish that she just gets to sit down and Michols is watching her have a lovely evening. And that's pissing him off, probably a little envious that he's not able to just shut off his emotions, but she's not really shutting off emotions. To shut something off would mean there was something there to shut down.
I feel like-
but she's just like,
I feel like Michols got pissed off, kind of what you were saying. He wasn't ready to stand up for himself. I feel like
Yeah.
he's the kind of person that gets stuck in that conversation he just had
yeah.
and everything he didn't say. And
Yeah.
he's getting angry at himself. Maybe it has nothing really to do with her as much as she said this and I should have said that. And
Yeah.
I didn't say this. So I just think he's getting in his own head and he's angry at himself.
Yeah.
Which is why I also like, why in the conversation? I get that he was hungry, but like it would have been better if he just went through it.
I get that he was
I'm
hungry.
real hungry. I'd rather he said that. I think it's a mix of both. I think what you said is right because it's what I said. But also, I think it was exasperated by them getting back and then watching Emmy. And this is just a boy, maybe a dude thing, or not even a dude thing. If you're a competitive person, this is a competitive thing. I feel like Michols is just watching her have be like, wow, that was great. And him being like, dude, I didn't even stand up for it. I didn't even say anything. I lit up Lake last time when we were at the thing. And like, that's how I react. And like being mad about that and then looking over and having her be like, oh my God, da da da. And him being like, Anna, I lost. I lost. Like,
Yeah.
And getting really
And she gets to
emotional,
walk in here and
overwhelmed
have a
about that.
great evening.
Yeah.
And ooh, fajitas, what'd you get?
Yeah.
You know, just like, I don't know if there's fajitas there, but like,
That's not Dominican
I
Republic.
know, like who knows what it
Plantains
is.
is all we got. We know there's plantains.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
who didn't know what plantains
Spoiler
was?
alert. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
Spoiler
oh,
alert.
is that later on? Okay, sorry.
Jesus, what are we doing here?
We don't know anything about Dominican food.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it. So I'll just give like what I think is so shitty about Emmy. And I realized in this episode, her position, I think, is very similar to Janet on The Valley, where like they don't really care about what happened. All they know is that they got to show up to work every day, and it's been sucking lately because like no one's really talking to them,
Right.
or like they're sort of the leper in the room, or like they've got to like sit on the other side while everyone else is like taking group photos and laughing and like busting balls. And so they're both willing to literally say, because both of them are so convinced that like, I thought the conversation was good. I apologized. I said blah, blah, blah. When you're listening to both of these people apologize, they don't have ever any issue with being like, I'm so sorry about that. No, I just want to move forward and whatever. But it's when they get to the part about like what they're actually specifically apologizing for, or ever admitting that they had intent behind what they did, like a malicious intent. Neither of them are ever willing to admit that they had a malicious intent about anything. Yeah. And that's the whole point of these problems that they're having, is that like with certain context, like you could slide out of some of them, but like time after time after time, you're doing the same thing. You're clearly not willing to admit that what you did had some intent to like put shame on this person, or make other people think this person was a shitty person or a scary person or was someone to be fearful of. Or with Janet's case, like, you finished The Valley?
The last season.
Okay. So like Janet getting all involved in like that Danny is out here grabbing ass all over town and is sexually assaulting everyone. Like, you don't say that kind of shit especially if it didn't happen to you. You don't say it if you don't have some intent to like defame and tell everybody, watch out for this guy. We should have to put his poster up, you know? But they won't admit that like they had these moments where they thought in the moment that they were right about it. And in retrospect, that was really a shitty thing to do.
I think they're the kind of people that they're like, no, but I'm speaking my truth.
Right, right.
Your truth doesn't matter because it's my truth. And you're like, cool. Other people exist around you. Your truth doesn't always.
Yeah.
I think there's that. And then I think this is probably a little more with Janet than Emmy, because I think Emmy probably needs a psychological evaluation.
I do too. Yeah,
like Emmy's probably got some things going on. But I think like with Janet and Emmy, but again, more with Janet, if you were off camera and someone was like, yo, you guys are crazy, they would be like, oh no, that's just how it works. Like, you got to do a season of like being the crazy one, and I'll be totally back next year. Like, it will. That's how far the delusion is like, no, it's not, because I'm not even doing anything. It's just like it happens to everyone.
Yeah,
it happened to Jax last season. You'd be like, bitch, Jax threw a table at his wife.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not that bad. Like,
there's something about how both of them apologize that's like, you guys clear, like I always have thought like, it's nice that people are willing to apologize for things when like they know they didn't, like they really don't find themselves to be in the wrong. I think it's lovely for some people to be like, I just want to squash this beef and get over it. So, but like they happen with such like lighter repercussion type things. Like those two things were very large accusations and very defamatory and whatever.
Well, it was sexual assault by the definition of the term.
Okay. So Mike called Janet a MILF last week. You want to get in with that?
He's just speaking his truth, baby. He's just speaking his truth. But by the definition of sexual assault,
well,
when Emmy saying I'm scared in a room with my fiance, get a better fiance, man.
Oh yeah. Or you're lying. So there's one of the two things is happening here. You either weren't scared, or
you were scared, and your husband's a pussy,
and you have a pussy ass husband. Yeah.
By a gun.
Two things can be true, as Courtney would say if she was here.
I think that everyone's having a hard time, obviously, because they know that these apologies really mean nothing because Emmy is so disconnected from the reality of any of these situations. And I think they just want to shake the shit out of her and give her shaken Emmy syndrome until it clocks, like it snaps. And it's not going to happen. You guys need to let it go. You need to just not be friends with Emmy anymore.
So I think it's getting to that point.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're an episode or two away from them doing the Janet, like where they're just like, we're not going to talk to her. If you make us film with her, we're not going to talk to her.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you we don't want to film with her. If we're hosting the thing, she's not invited. Yeah. Don't care what you say. Like, it's not happening. We're going to ice her out 100%. Yeah. And I think that moment is coming with Emmy. And if Leva decides to come back another year, or if the show continues, I don't think Emmy would be able to deal. And I don't know. I think they'd be successful icing Emmy out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to get Janet, because Janet's just.
But they wouldn't be, because until Maddie is pissed with Emmy, then maybe. Because Maddie is too big of a character on the show. If she's got Maddie's ear, then like.
How about this? Follow me on this one. We swap.
Swap Janet for Emmy?
I was thinking we bring Jax over here. Send Emmy
Jax
over to
would
Val.
clean shop real quick over here.
Somebody suggested Charlie Mia swap, and I was down for that. I have the comment, which I'll read in a bit. But I thought that was an interesting swap.
I would love that.
Yeah, Charlie to Southern Hospitality.
Yeah.
And Mia to Southern Charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, to just terrorize Craig and Austin and Shep all goddamn day.
Yeah, honestly,
That'd be amazing.
if this show comes back, it feels like it's maybe not so much around the bar, and it feels like it's a Brad and Julie, Justin, Charlie, Mia kind of thing with TJ kind of joined in a little bit, like, but just doesn't.
Yeah, I'll take Lake too if we can get a little bit of like the paint. Be an artist. Like, give me something, unique, not unique, but like just something different,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I'd be interested in watching artsy fartsy life in Charleston.
And Charlie does the gallery work, so she could showcase Lake's work.
Yeah, that's
and
great. I forgot about that.
But then would
Craig could
Charlie
buy
and Lake
some
get
stuff.
along since Charlie is in the circle, coming into Republic, friends with Sally, friends with like whoever, and now she's hooking up with Justin? Like, is that kosher for Lake? I don't even know. It's a toss up.
Valid.
So Michaels is basically having a breakdown at the table. He decided to postpone the conversation, brought it with him to the table. And then Maddie had to go to the bathroom, and Michael's like, oh, signal, she wants to talk. And Maddie's like, no, I really need it. I needed to pee.
Well, but girls have to have another girl to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
Are you
that,
calling Michael's a girl?
The craziest thing to end this on is Michaels feels like Emmy is making it about herself, which is crazy because all Michaels wanted to do was make it about himself.
Yeah.
which
And
is why
it's
he's
so
mad.
f***ing rude of her to steal his little spotlight.
Yeah.
Which the only reason they're here is because of Maddie.
Yeah. Well, and Michael's because he's from
No, she
kind
booked
of
the
there.
Punta Cana without
Yeah,
Michaels, and he was
yeah.
like, "Oh, I went there twice."
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah,
grandma
yeah.
lived there and had a moped.
Didn't have one. Her friends had
Her
one.
friend had a moped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I said at the very top that I loved that Michaels was icing out Emmy, but since Michaels is the king of icing out, I wasn't being able to enjoy it as much because it's just like he wants to make it all about himself.
Right.
It's just I don't know, man. This show, these kids.
These kids, this show.
If
Kids
there
these
wasn't
days.
the older ones, then I don't know if I would be so. I might be able to just be a lot more lackadaisical and like enjoying the entertainment of how stupid these younger ones are. But it's because I'm like, no, but there are real people out there. Like they're being compared to the adults. I'm like,
Right.
no, this is
that's
the
not
story
fair.
I want to watch, and I'm having to deal with these morons.
I think we need to split this show
Yeah.
into a next gen Charleston and Southern Hospitality. Like Southern
Yeah.
Hospitality, the people with jobs who are working. They're
Yeah.
young and they're still but they're working. And then you got the Lakes and who are just trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah. Or just move the older ones over. Well, I don't. Yeah, no. I guess they would. I wonder if they would do that. I wonder if they would find it like worth something to rebrand and do the show with a different name, Southern Service, because they're all kind of in this like not service, but Brad's a personal trainer. If there's a caterer, not a
right.
caterer, like an event planner.
Well, Molly.
So like it could still be
Isn't Molly an
hospitality.
event planner?
That's what I mean. So it could be, I guess, still Southern hospitality,
Open
but it
up
just
to other genres of hospitality.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Sir Wiener is like a food and
Serving wieners.
yeah, just get it out of Republic. If Joe does end up doing something, because we've talked about it before, there are definitely investors out there who are literally looking for nothing but a media personality. They don't need you to run anything, do anything,
They'd rather
whatever.
you didn't.
Yeah, but Joe still might be the last on my list to even do that because I almost feel like he'd be like, "Oh, it's supposed to be there tonight. I thought that was in November." Like I put it in my calendar wrong. Like I don't even know if Joe is good at showing up.
Oh, it's in my truck, but I didn't want to carry it. So stupid, dude. Remember y'all opened the show? I think he'd be a good manager for Maddie. Both of y'all.
I didn't say he'd be
That
a
was
good
an
manager.
hour and a half ago, 90 minutes ago.
I said that if Joe is going to put effort into something, it would be this. He would have a better shot at enjoying this you still have to be good at it, and you have to figure out how to be good at it, just like you'd have to figure out how to be a part owner of a restaurant. This might be more up his alley because I think he does just want to follow this chick around. And the only way that she's not going to get so sick of him is if he is worried about the things that she doesn't have to be. Because if she's got to do both of those, she is going to murder him by the second city. Okay, we're going to get into the next episode. So we're just going to break here. So go to part 2. It'll be up as soon as possible, and we'll get into episode 10. What's happening in 10? What are some of the key things?
Big things happening.
Plantains,
Yeah.
Plantain safe word, which I love.
which no one respected.
Nobody respected until the very end of the thing. Lake finally apologizes.
Maddie talking about fertility issues. We're going to go to church with Michols. We're going to
Take me to church.
We're going to eat dinner 200,000 feet in the air for God knows what reason.
Barfing.
So stick around or go to part 2 and
don't
it'll
stick
be up
around.
at,
This is
yeah,
gonna
don't
be
stick
done in a
around. We're
second.
breaking.
Yeah.
I gotta go potty.
Okay.
So yeah, just go to part 2. It'll be up as soon as possible.
Like and
Thanks. Love you.
subscribe.
Bye.